Big thanks to working with Godzilla 154 on this one. You can check out his Instagram and Twitter at links in the description. Kaiju, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hey there, collectors, it's Steven here, and I'm bringing you another look at a custom kaiju figure. So, Godzilla 154, and I kind of made a deal here, so this way we can have an atomic breath version of Godzilla 1964 come into the world, and you know what? This is something that we got to take a look at. Why? Big fan of those nice neon blue dorsal plates, and he may or may not be open for commissions at this time. You're going to want to reach out to him and find out. So if this is something you are thinking about getting, you want it done sooner rather than later, and I gotta be honest, those blue plates do look nicer than some of the official products we are getting. Is it worth commissioning one of these guys? Well, let's take a look to see whether or not it's worth adding into your collection. I kind of already answered the question. So taking a close look at the figure, yes, this is going to be a repaint of NECA's Godzilla 1964. No frills from that. There's no other version that's currently on the market. There's no Atomic Breath version. There's no Emergence version, nothing like that. We just get the 1964 Godzilla with a beam on the market, and Godzilla 154 took it and did some repaints to it. So what we have here is, like I said, the base sculpt is the 1964 Godzilla. Some changes that we can see right away are going to be a more accurate brow for Godzilla. It's nice and brown, looks pretty good. I think he may have done something to the eyes, but that could just be my memory here, but he definitely does look a bit more ferocious. Throughout the rest of the body, we can see that it's not as bright gray as the, well, at least my original release was. And it's nice to see a bit of a tone down in color in contrast to the nice bright blue dorsal plates. But this also comes with that little ridge that's on Godzilla's sternum going all the way down to his belly is a bit more of an accurate coloration as well. Godzilla also is now sporting more so appropriate colored claws and toenails, which is very good, and actually the paint application is pretty on par with something that you would see from Tamashii Nations in their heyday, not something that, may get globbed on there, unfortunately. Now, one of the big features of this is going to be those blue dorsal plates, which, gotta say, that's what attracted me to this whole idea in the first place and the reason why I reached out to him. Now, these blue dorsal plates, I don't specifically know what paint mixture he uses, but I do know that it's pretty crafty. Why? Well, because if you take a very close look at the base of all of the blue plates, at least where the paint starts, you can see a little bit of the original gray coloration that NECA used, and then it transitions over to that neon blue, and it is rather captivating. I really do like the look of it overall. Overall, the paint job is spectacular. Now, speaking of that, he does come with a beam effect, which was repainted as well. Now, the only area that wasn't repainted was the area that goes into Godzilla's mouth, because that's how he holds up the beam. So, inserting and pulling out and inserting again, that's going to chip off the paint and scratch it up, so he didn't paint that. Unfortunately, because of the actual base color of the beam, towards the tip, it gets a little bit green, but otherwise, it looks really cool. It does complement the dorsal plates on the back overall well, and to be honest, I think this is what NECA should have done in the first place. I don't quite know why they went with that sort of icy white color. That looks more like smoke, which, yes. In the Showa era, they did actually use some smoke for the effects, but come on. We know what it's meant to be. It's blue. They use a blue light. It's blue. It's Godzilla. It's blue. Anyway, he did a good job on the beam as well. This figure is a repaint of something I already reviewed. Articulation-wise, it's identical. Same joints, same range of movement. So I'm just going to do a quick rundown. We got the ball joints, and we got hinges and swivels. So, yeah, spinning around. He can wave his hand. There we go. Ball jointed hips. Bend them knees. Span them knees. A little bit ankle rockers. and ball jointed tail. And this section isn't inserted all the way just because, I don't know, I haven't. But yeah, he moves just fine. So for those of you who are wondering about movement, I covered it in depth in my normal review. So head on over there and check that out if you want super in depth. So yeah, he moves just fine. Thumbs up. Now, a size comparison for you folks, in case for some reason you missed the size comparison for my original review of this guy. So you can see that. And of course, we have the side-by-side comparison with a vanilla 1964 Godzilla, if that's something you would be interested in. So here you go. You can see all of the actual paint changes. And honestly, putting this one up to the normal NECA figure, man, I really wish NECA could step up their game a little bit. I don't know. Kind of a drag. Anyway, buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Well, honestly, you can't buy this one because this one's mine. Unless I sell it, so you're not going to get this one. But he is toying around with the idea of commission, so if you're interested, maybe reach out to Godzilla 154 and see what you can do. Because honestly, I didn't know what to expect fully because, well, I didn't have one of his customs before in hand. But now that I got it, yep, he did a good job. And he recently did a really good job on a blue dorsal plated Godzilla 2000 Millennium Special Color version, which looks pretty cool as well. Anyway, yeah, if you're interested in maybe picking something up, definitely give him a holler. But yeah, he did a good job with this one. Might sell my original and just keep this. So it's good. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now, you've heard a lot from me. I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.